Today on Trisha.
Why is he still talking to her?
Will you call their mother filthy names in front of her?
Yes. You will take care of that one there.
He says he just used her for sex and a place to stay.
You needed a place to stay?
I sure did.
So why did you have unprotected sex with her then?
Because she was there.
Is she using him to pay for another man's baby?
Jessica wants me to take care of a child that's not mine, and I'm not willing to do that. I can't stand her. She's the most vile, vicious person I've ever met in my life.
Can they stop shouting long enough to hear the DNA results?
I am not guilty. I am not
back in these yards. I swear to I'm gonna slap you in your face.
Hey.
Her children want him out of her life.
How is Byron's behavior towards your mother?
It's terrible. He called her all type of fat.
I call her a hoe, a slut, a tramp, because that's just how she acts.
I have a 7-year-old sister, and she has to watch this go on, and that really hurts me because I don't want her to be traumatized by this and think it's okay for a man to treat a woman that way.
Can the lie detector convince her to give him the boot?
Is sex worth messing up your children's life? Really?
No. He cheated with her good friend.
You've had sex with this girl?
He'd come home with hickeys on his neck and scratches on him.
So she had revenge sex with someone else.
I went and slept with somebody, and it made me feel like crap.
Can this broken family rebuild trust?
Why are you still communicating with this female?
She's not telling the whole story.
Sex, lies, and revenge. Today on Trisha.
Okay, I'd like to introduce you to Jessica. Now, this is the man she loves, William. And this is her son, Dylon. Now, William doesn't believe Dylon is his son because he claims Dylon is a white man's baby. And William is so convinced that Jessica cheated that he has personally vowed to emotionally torture Jessica and has disconnected himself from their family. Listen to Jessica's story.
I'm pissed and I am hurt because William is denying my son, Dylon. He denies my son because he says that he's white. Since Dylon was born, all we do is argue and fight. We don't hang out no more. Basically, all we do is live together. And to make matters worse, I think he is cheating on me. We no longer have sex anymore. If I find out he is cheating on me, he can get his stuff and he can get the hell out of my house. I'm tired of my son being treated like crap. I'm tired of being mom and dad for him.
Well, to uncover the facts, we've given both parties a polygraph test and given baby Dylon a DNA test. We'll reveal those results later. But first, Jessica, why do you think that William doesn't believe Dylon is his little boy?
Because my son looks white.
Have you ever cheated on him?
Yeah, I cheated on him in the past before I got pregnant. And he knows about it because I told him about it.
Oh, okay. So he forgave you for that?
No, because if he did, he wouldn't bring it up every time we argue.
What does his family think when he
My
presented
son doesn't know his family. His family's never seen my son. Never.
Never?
Never.
Because he doesn't want them to? William's keeping it?
He's never took my son around him. Never.
Oh.
Dylon knows my side of the family. That's it.
That's it?
Yeah.
Now, what is your relationship with William? How long were you in a relationship with him before you got pregnant?
About a year.
A year. So you were trying for a baby?
I wouldn't say we was trying.
You weren't using protection?
No.
You were trying for a baby. So now, your relationship, how is it now?
It's gone downhill. All we do is argue, fight, and we're constantly at each other's throat.
And your sex life?
We don't have one.
Are you with him or not?
No.
You're
no
not
more.
with-
We just live together for my son. That's why I have him still there.
So hang on.
Because of my son.
Because of your son. So he's helping you with your son?
No. I have him there because I'm trying to get him to help me with my son.
So let me get this right.
But it's kind of like a lost battle.
So there's no sex,
No.
constant arguing, he doesn't help you with your son, and he's living with you, why?
Because of my son.
Because of your son. Now you think he's cheating on you?
Yeah,
Why? What evidence do you have?
Thanksgiving Day, he said he was going to his family's house.
Right.
Well, he left and he stayed gone all night long. He didn't come back in till the next morning.
Do you love William?
I used to. I don't no more. I'm done. I'm tired of this. I can't do it no more.
And how sure are you that William is his father?
I'm sure with my life.
100%.
Sure.
There was no other guys around
I put
that
my
time.
life on it.
So what do you want to change if the DNA test comes back that he is your little boy's dad? What do you want to happen?
I want him to step up and take care of his son and stop being sorry.
All right. Okay, so before we meet William, take a look at what he had to say to the producers last night.
I've never had, nor will I ever have, a relationship with Jessica. I can't stand her. She's the most vile, vicious person I've ever met in my life. When I met Jessica, I needed a place to stay. So I had sex with Jessica. I've never been, nor will I ever be, physically attracted to her. To me, Jessica was just a sperm bank, where lots of other people made deposits, but she's gonna blame that withdrawal on me. When Dylan was born, he came out white. Jessica claims she didn't sleep with anybody else, so I guess Jesus must be the father. Jessica wants me to take care of a child that's not mine, and I'm not willing to do that. Jessica, I don't love you. Most of all, I'm not your child's father. So when we get these results, I'm gone.
Wow, well, I think it's time we meet William. Let's meet William.
No.
Oh, you
So it's just a place for you to live? When we get there, I want you to get your stuff and get out of my house. Stay away from me and my child.
Who's this woman?
That's what you do.
I've never been in a relationship with this woman.
You haven't?
So
I've never
why
been
you,
emotionally
I was just a place for you to live.
this woman.
You should have
I've
went
never
to the
been
shelter
emotionally
and
attached to this woman.
lived. That's where you
Never.
should have been.
Never.
If I was a place for you to live because you was homeless, you should have stayed at the shelter with your homeless self.
You used
I've
her.
never been in a relationship with this woman.
So
ever.
what happened? You needed a place to
Yeah, I
stay.
sure did.
You should have took your ass to your family then.
sure did.
Somebody that don't have nothing to do with you.
Hey, have a seat, have a seat. Let's find out what's going on. So you used her. Why did you have sex with her?
I did for her.
Hang on,
before-
that's it.
I did for her before she ever did for me. She lied and said she didn't have no money at all. I took care of her.
shouldn't have to take
I
care
took
of
care
you.
of her before she did
I
anything
took care
for
of
me.
you for 2.5
I
years.
took
What
care of
have
her
you done for
before she
me?
did anything for me.
What bill have you paid?
She's the lyingest
None.
person I've ever seen in my life.
What
This
rent
child
have
is
you
not my
paid?
child.
You
This
ain't
child
paid
is
not
white.
one rent.
Look at him. Y'all
What
see
light bill have
him.
you
Y'all
paid?
see him.
What gas
Listen
bill?
to this
Okay,
fairy
have a
tale.
seat.
Listen to this
Jessica,
fairy
hang
tale.
on just a minute,
This is the
Jessica.
biggest liar that I ever walked the face of.
William,
Yeah.
hang on. So why did you have unprotected sex with her then?
Because she was there.
I was there. Well, guess what? When we get back to Virginia, your stuff is already sitting on my
I told you I
front
was leaving a
porch.
month ago.
All your stuff
I
is
told you
sitting
I was
in the
leaving a
front
month
yard,
ago.
and that's where it's at. And I hope somebody walks past and takes every bit of
Get out of my
have a seat,
face.
Jessica.
Well, I hope they
Have
do.
a seat.
I hope they
hang
take
on.
everything you own.
Now you're saying you don't think that little boy is yours.
I
Why
know
not?
that little boy's
Why?
not
Why
mine.
not?
Why'd you name him? You're the one that named him. You're the one that picked the name out. You're the one that said
And when you
that
told
was
me
gonna
you were
be his
pregnant,
name.
I said that's not my
Sorry.
child.
Okay,
That
just
has
a
nothing
minute.
to do with naming.
Whoa. Did you sign a birth certificate?
Hell no.
You didn't.
He wasn't
didn't
even
sign nothing.
there.
All right,
I haven't signed anything.
So how-
My name ain't on nothing.
Whose baby do you think it is?
And, she said she didn't sleep with anybody else. She didn't sleep with me. My DNA was not at the scene of that crime. I am not guilty. I am not guilty.
I swear I'm going to slap you in your face.
Hey, hang on just a
I've
minute.
been incarcerated
I put that
for
on
7
all my
months
kids.
since he was born. I'm going to be set free today because the DNA evidence
And while you
will
sit there
exonerate
talking
me.
about you, take care of
I will be
them. Take care of all your
Okay,
kids.
just a
I will
minute.
be exonerated today.
Excuse me. How many kids?
10. And don't take care of that one.
9, because that one ain't mine.
Excuse me. You have 9 children?
Yes, I
So
do.
how many women?
6.
And don't take care of none.
And hang on just a minute.
I was following what the Bible said, be fruitful and multiply.
I bet you was.
William, what will you do if the DNA test comes back and shows that Dylan is your son? What then?
I will kiss your feet. Not hers. I will kiss your feet.
What he's going to do is get him and get out of my house.
Do me a favor, instead of kissing my feet, go out and get a job and start supporting some of your kids. Okay.
Get out of my house.
All right, let's get the results of the DNA test and find out whose baby this is. Is it number 10?
It may be number 50. Hard telling how many he's got running around out there.
Right.
He's such a whore.
I think... Don't worry, I'll do a community service. We'll get a nice big close-up of him and we'll do a warning to women. Do you want to open this, William?
No, it ain't got nothing to do with me.
Open it.
can you I don't know what it says in here, but whatever it is, can you act in a way that that little boy might be proud of Mommy?
I'm here for that.
For that?
For my son.
For your son. Okay, so who's... Coming up...
You will take care of that one there! You will, on my dying life, you will take care of my son!
Up next, how does he treat your daughters?
He'll start texting my daughters talking about me. Tell you mama this, you know.
He's texting this to your daughters?
So my 16-year-old, you're gonna be a hoe just like your mama.
16-year-old?
She'll tell you 16.
And later. You've had sex with this girl.
Yeah. Why are you still communicating with this female?
She's not telling the whole story.
Sex, lies, and revenge.
I'm gonna slap you in your face!
Today on Trisha.
Okay, this is Jacqueline. Jacqueline has been in love with this man, Byron, for the past 6 years. But today, their relationship is at a breaking point. Now, Jacqueline says she is accused every day of cheating on him. Now, besides the constant accusations, Jacqueline says she is subjected to devastating emotional and verbal abuse. Worst of all, Jacqueline believes this is all a cover-up to disguise the fact that he is the one cheating. Yeah, so listen to what Jacqueline has to endure from Byron on a daily basis.
My relationship is in trouble because my girl Jacqueline is cheating on me. She thinks she's slick. She moved to another city just to keep me from finding out that she's cheating on me. I go through her phone, I read her text messages, I even put a tape recorder in her car to find out if she was cheating on me. The whole 6 years me and Jackie been together, she's always had great hygiene. The last time we went to make love, it didn't smell right, which leads me to believe it's been tampered with. When Jackie makes me mad, I call her a bitch, a hoe, a slut, a tramp, because that's just how she acts. Yeah, I love her, but she's a liar, and I refuse to let her play me for a fool. And her kids are always in our business. Those heifers need to mind their own business and stay out of mine. Jackie, if you lie, I'm finished with you. Don't come to my house, don't call me, don't send no messages. That's it, I'm done.
So, Jacqueline, is that the kind of thing you hear every day?
Every day, Trisha, every day. I have not cheated on this man. So today, when this lie detector proves I have not cheated, I want him to get on his knees and apologize to me, my kids, my mother, everybody.
Okay. All right, now, I should tell you there are two other people who witnessed this treatment by Byron. Jacqueline's two daughters, Tiffany and Kiyama.
Kiyama,
yeah. They both see this?
Kiyama sees it every day when we were staying together.
So, how does your family feel about you being with Byron?
Oh, they can't stand, they hate Byron, they can't stand him.
How does he treat your daughters?
He'll start texting my daughters talking about me. Tell your whole ass bitch mama this, you know.
He's texting this to your daughters?
So my 16-year-old, you're gonna be a hoe just like your mama.
16-year-old.
16, she'll tell you 16.
Here is
I just want him to stop.
Why are you with him?
I love him. I love him.
You love him. So you think if he found out you weren't cheating, he would change?
I think he'll stop.
When you first met, he was totally different.
Oh my God, he was a charmer.
Yeah? What are you going to do if the lie detector test comes back and says he's been cheating on you? Because you think this is maybe a cover-up.
Right, that's what I think it is.
What are you going to do if it turns out he has been cheating on you? What are you
I'm
going to
be so hurt in the way what he's been putting me through, and he's been the one treating. I'm not gonna. That might make me leave him.
Oh, it might.
It might.
It just might.
It just might. It just might.
It might.
Because the way he's been putting my family and everybody through by me cheating, that if he come back, he's been cheating.
You think he has been cheating?
Yes.
Why?
I mean, he don't answer his phone. He texts me all the time. One night I called him. He answered, let me call you back. Why? 3 o'clock in the morning. It sounded like some girl was giving him. But I'm not. It sounded like it.
All right. Now there are always two sides to every story,
Right.
so I think it's time we get to talk to Byron. Let's meet Byron. Come on out. You think? Hi, Byron.
All lies. She's forgetting the whole part. What causes me to do that?
Oh.
You know, something that leads up to that.
What names do you call her?
However she act, that's what I call her.
Well, tell me, what do you
she
call
being
her?
a sneaky bitch, she's a sneaky bitch. If she's around, she's being a hoe bitch. And whenever she's
But I'm not around.
But you know what? That's better than putting my hands on her. You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
That,
Really?
If my feelings is
Hang
hurt.
on, just a minute. There's such a thing as verbal violence.
It hurts me to the core of the
I got
names
that.
you call
But okay,
me.
it's the same thing as with her towards me.
What- let me ask you, can I ask
she
you-
lies
Yeah.
every day about
She lies.
everything.
No,
I
every
don't.
single
So
thing.
why
It's
are
all in
you
his
with
mind.
her?
And you know what? I tell you what, it's not like I don't, I love her, I do love her. You know what I'm saying? Because, you know, she's a caring kind of person, but she's full of and she's lying right now. She's a misleading, but when I say she's misleading, will she come volunteer?
Do you trust her?
Negative.
Hell no, you don't trust me.
What do you think of her daughters? How do you get on with them?
Well, you know what? You know, when you don't teach your children no respect, I mean, you respect me who don't respect me? She don't have no control over her own daughter. Her daughter jumps up in my face, want to fight me like it's
Yeah, look what you doing to her mother. What did you expect?
What about what you do to me, Jackie? What about what you do to me?
I'm her mother, though. What did you expect?
Okay, but you know what? Then she need to address that with you, but she's not to put her hands on me. You see what I'm saying?
Are you saying her daughters don't
Because of whether they see how you
she ain't been
doing
taught
me.
no kind of respect, period. None
Because they see how you doing me.
Here's the example.
No, here's the example. You call their mother filthy names in front of her.
Yeah.
I lost a job of 13 years behind it.
How you lost nothing behind me?
Behind you.
What happens if the lie detector test comes back and says that she has been cheating on you?
But it's already, I know. She's dirty already, I'm telling you. She's dirty.
When we come back, we're going to take a break here. You just breathe for a minute.
Okay, thank you.
When we come back, Tiffany and Kiyama, they get their chance to confront the man they say is tearing their family apart. And we'll also reveal the results of the lie detector tests. Thank you. Up next.
I have a 7-year-old sister, and she has to watch this go on, and that really hurts me because I don't want her to be traumatized by this and think it's okay for a man to treat a woman that way.
Is sex worth messing up your children's life? Really? Really? And later. All right, let's get the results of the DNA test and find out whose baby this is. Is it number 10? Do you want to open this, William?
No, it ain't got nothing to do with me.
You are the five. Get off my stage.
Sex, lies, and revenge.
I'm gonna slap you in your face.
Today on Trisha.
Watch.
We've been trying to talk to Byron and Jacqueline. Byron is her boyfriend of 7 years. Now, he's convinced Jacqueline is cheating on him. He admits to verbally and emotionally abusing her, do you, because of these suspicions?
Man, phone call.
But I just wanted
You know
to
what? I
stop.
do verbally. 'Cause you know what? I think we've been together for 6 years. I mean, I didn't put in some time with her. I've showed her my loyalty.
Okay, well, I want to come to her daughters, Tiffany and Kiyama, because they've been listening backstage and they're ready to confront the man they say is destroying their mother's self-esteem. Please welcome Tiffany and Kiyama. Hi, girls. Have a seat. What is going on? What do you think of your mother's relationship?
It's terrible, Trisha. I mean, like,
It's horrible.
This man is terrible. He talks about her. He calls her all type of fat bitches.
I'm just tired.
The things he do, it don't make no sense.
Why do I do? Your mother's not.
Let somebody else speak.
Okay,
Go ahead.
Okay, how is Byron's behavior towards your mother?
It's terrible. He calls her all type of fat bitches. But the thing I don't understand is she allows him to do that.
Because she's dirty. Because she's wrong. She knows she
Okay, but you with her though.
She knows she
Okay, but you with her though. You are still with her. I don't care what you say she is, but you're with her.
Absolutely, I am with her.
But you keep going back to her. If she dirty,
She come back to me.
Do you think your mom puts Byron above you?
Yes, honestly,
not true.
I think she put him before she put her own family.
Shall we uncover the truth?
Yeah.
All right, to help us is our private investigator, polygraph examiner, Tim Acosta. Come on out, Tim. Hi, Tim. As usual, I don't know what it is you're going to reveal. I'm just reading out the questions that were asked. Okay, so here we go. Jacqueline, we did you first. Okay. Here are the questions. We asked you, are you in love with Byron? You said yes. Tim, what did the lie detector show?
The lie detector determined she was being truthful.
We asked you, do you put your relationship with Byron over your relationship with your children? You said no. Tim?
The lie detector determined she was being truthful.
Thank you.
We asked you, when you are on the phone late... do you want to listen? We asked you, when you are on the phone late at night, are you having conversations with other men? You said no. Tim?
The lie detector determined she was being truthful.
Yeah. We asked you, when you tell Byron you are stuck in traffic, are you really with another man? You said no. Tim?
The lie detector determined she was being truthful.
We asked you, are you happy in your relationship with Byron? She said no. Tim?
The lie detector determined she was being truthful.
We asked you, other than the man Byron knows about, have you had sexual contact with anyone other than Byron that he does not know about? You said no. Tim?
The lie detector determined that Jacqueline was being truthful.
Hang on.
No, can it stop?
I said, I just told you.
So, Byron, what do you want to say?
I told her already. You know, first of all, let me just say, absolutely, I apologize to you. I told you.
I told you I wasn't
and I told
cheating on you.
If I'm wrong, I told her I got to go seek some help because I feel like
you have got to go seek some help.
But you know what? I still think it's fixed though. I don't care what nobody says.
Hang on, just a minute. I'm not cheating. Just a minute.
I respect it. It's okay.
Why it gotta be fixed? Because I'm not cheating.
It's okay.
Tim? Hang on just a minute. If you are saying this is fixed...
I didn't say it was fixed.
You said...
I still my disbelief. You know what? It's fine. I believe it.
No, you don't.
It's fine.
You don't.
And I won't call you no more business.
Excuse me,
I will not call you no more business. Yes, ma'am.
You said... Don't let me rerun the tape so we can see.
You
said it was fixed. You are calling into question someone with some 20 years experience in the police force. Tim, he says it's fixed.
Not at all, Trisha. I asked her these questions. She was being honest to every one of these questions that I asked her.
Thank you. Okay. So, Byron.
Okay.
Here we go with you. Anything you... Byron.
I'm gonna touch you. I just want to see.
We asked you, are you in love with Jacqueline? You said yes. Tim?
The lie detector determined he was being truthful.
We asked you, do you want to be in a relationship with Jacqueline? You said yes. Tim?
The lie detector determined he was being truthful.
We asked you, have you forgiven Jacqueline for cheating on you 3 years ago? You said yes. Tim?
The lie detector determined he was being truthful.
Ooh. You forgave? We asked you, when you're not with Jacqueline, do you not answer your phone because you're with another woman? You said no. Tim?
The lie detector determined he was being truthful.
We asked you, during your entire relationship, have you had sexual intercourse with any woman other than Jacqueline? You said no. Tim?
The lie detector determined that Byron was being truthful.
What's wrong with y'all? Why y'all act like this?
Because when she say I'm gonna be there in an hour.
All this cussing in front of the kids and all this fighting in front of everybody.
Can I just say, excuse me? This is the first time in 15 years I've done a lie detector test where I've really been disappointed with the result. I'm serious.
Patricia,
Can I read something? Just bear with me for a moment. We do a lot of pre-interview questioning, and the thing that I found in all of this the most disturbing, and I think as one mother to another, you need to hear these words very, very clearly. Would you mind if I read this out? Could I go ahead and do that?
Yes,
Okay. We ask a question. As a child, when growing up, what did you learn from your mother about what a relationship is like? Sweetie, Kiama said, I didn't really learn anything from her. I looked more up to my big sister about those things. I think my mother makes stupid decisions when it comes to relationships. She allows things to go on that I would never want to happen. What are the 3 worst things in her whole life that has happened to her? When my mom met Byron, it has gone downhill from there. I asked your child, what has been the biggest loss in your life? She said, not having a childhood because I have been worried about my mom. Byron came into my life when I was 9 years old, and I feel like I've had to take care of my mom since. These children have one childhood, and your love of sex every so often driving that way. Is sex worth messing up your children's life? Really? Really?
No.
Really?
No. It's just I have a 7-year-old sister, And she has to watch this go on, and that really hurts me because I don't want her to be traumatized by this and think it's okay for a man to treat a woman that way. And then she allows it to happen, and she brings this around her 7-year-old daughter. Okay, I'm 16, I know wrong from right, but my sister, she don't.
So be aware now, when you choose to be with Byron, how many lives it's destroying. That makes it an honest relationship. It has been a pleasure.
It's been a pleasure meeting you too.
Okay, you stay strong, sweetheart.
Okay.
And I want to thank you for your words of wisdom.
Okay.
You might have been the youngest one here on the stage, but you had a lot of wise things to say. Up next, you've had sex with this girl.
Yep. Why are you still communicating with this female?
She's not telling the whole story.
And later.
Let's get the results of the DNA test and find out whose baby this is. Is it number 10? Do you want to open this, William?
No, it ain't got nothing to do with me.
Sex, lies, and revenge.
I'm gonna slap you in your face.
Today on Trisha.
I want everyone to meet Amy. Amy is married to her first love, Eddie, and together they're raising 5 beautiful children. But there's trouble in paradise. Amy says that in 2010, Eddie not only confessed to cheating, but even worse, he admitted he'd slept with one of Amy's dear friends. Yeah, so what did Amy do? She says she went out and had revenge sex. And if that solved anything, she wouldn't be here, would she? All right. Well, now that she and Eddie are back together, they're both accusing each other of cheating. Take a look at Amy's side of this story.
When Eddie and I met, it was love at first sight. I was 15, he was 14. In the beginning, the relationship was really rocky just because we were young, so it was more or less just playing head games with each other, cheating on each other. I knew Eddie was sleeping with my friend, but when I would ask her, she'd just tear up and she wouldn't respond. And then when I'd ask him, he'd tell me no. But I just knew in my heart they were, so out of revenge, I went and slept with somebody, and it made me feel like crap. I took Eddie back just because my kids started doing really bad in school, and I just needed help. If Eddie fails this test, then we're done. There's nothing left for us.
You still think he's cheating?
I really do. I think he's cheating on me still. He leaves, comes and goes when he pleases.
So when did you find out that they were an item?
The way they were looking at each other, the way they just kept playing around.
Have you ever cheated on him?
I did, but I admitted to him what I did.
What will you do if the lie detector test comes back and says that all your worst fears are right, that he has been cheating? What are you going to do?
I can't do it no more. Like, what we have, it's obviously nothing if you can still go out and be with that same exact female 2 years later.
Okay. Well, we've heard Amy's side, so now it's time to hear what Eddie has to say. Come on out, Eddie.
Up next.
Have you had any sexual contact with anyone other than Edwin since you got back together with him?
And later.
All right, let's get the results of the DNA test and find out whose baby this is. Is it number 10? Do you want to open this, William?
No, it ain't got nothing to do with me.
You are the fire. Get off my stage.
Sex, lies, and revenge.
I'm gonna slap you in your face.
Today on Trisha.
When Eddie and I met, it was love at first sight. I was 15, he was 14. In the beginning, the relationship was really rocky just because we were young, so it was more or less just playing head games with each other, cheating on each other. I'd always know Eddie was cheating on me because he'd come home with hickeys on his neck and scratches on him. I knew Eddie was sleeping with my friend, but when I would ask her, she'd just tear up and she wouldn't respond. And then when I'd ask him, he'd tell me no. If Eddie fails this test, then we're done. There's nothing left for us.
Well, we've heard Amy's side, so now it's time to hear what Eddie has to say. Come on out, Eddie. Hi, Eddie.
Hi, nice to meet you.
You look upset.
Yeah, I'm kind of upset because she's not telling the whole story.
Oh, what is the whole story?
There's parts and pieces missing. The whole story is I took responsibility as a young person. I raised her kid that wasn't mine. I continued to go to school. 14 years old, working 80 hours at a job, going to school, trying to be a man that I'm, you know what I mean? Was a child, had to grow up to be a man. I took the responsibilities. Now I'm wrong for what I'm doing.
So are you still with this friend?
Somewhat.
Why are you still communicating with this female?
Well, there's a lot at stake here. Let's not forget there's 5 children. They're hanging in the balance. Well, our polygraph examiner, Tim Acosta, is here to help us get to the truth. So, Tim. So, here are the questions that were asked of you. Did you have any sexual contact with the guy from the club?
No.
You said no. Tim?
The lie detector determined that Amy was being truthful.
Are you in love with Edwin? You said yes.
Yes.
Tim?
The lie detector determined Amy was being truthful.
Thank you. We asked, have you had any sexual contact with anyone other than Edwin since you got back together with him?
No.
You said no. Tim?
The lie detector determined that Amy was being truthful.
Thank you. I have nothing to lie about. No need.
Eddie, might you have made some decisions thinking she was guilty of those things?
Yeah, I did.
You made some decisions. Would I be right in saying the way you've behaved and the way you've conducted yourself was based on the fact that you thought she was
The
guilty?
action she was giving me.
Yeah, so you thought, well, I'm going to pay her back. So you have been with this girl.
Yep.
You have. You've had sex with this girl since then. You've been having a relationship with her.
I'm not really back with her. I mean, I'm living home with my wife.
But you're still seeing her.
Yeah, I still see her.
You still see this other woman.
Yeah.
And she, as far as she's concerned, she thinks she's in a relationship with you.
Yes.
What is going to happen now?
We work it out or we go our separate ways like adults.
Do you want to stay in a relationship with this woman? You must have formed some kind of attachment with her.
Yeah, because while my
you
wife
fond
was
of her?
cheating on me, I mean, we were
Well,
getting
she
close.
wasn't. She wasn't.
Well, to my knowledge, she was, and the friend she was taking with her came back and told me stories.
And why?
Yeah, just a minute.
Because she wants my life.
Well,
Let me help you out here. You can look at the screen now. You can say something like, this is over now. I'm going to concentrate on my wife and kids. I don't want to see you anymore. Your number's not in my phone anymore. I have 5 children I'm setting an example to. Their future lies in my hands. And you know what? You with your games and whatever's been going on is not worth the future of 5 children.
And my wife.
That's true.
And your wife.
And you should, your ring should go back on your finger.
Come on, this is it.
Right,
Come on.
I guess
There, look at
this
the
is the end
camera.
of it. I'm going to start working my relationship on with my wife, take care of my kids, be the man that I was raised to be, and make a good example for my kids and my boys and my girls.
I know you're shaking with what? Anger? Upset?
Just hurt. Like, why is he still talking to her?
Because he thought you were still messing around. The pattern of your relationship went back and forth. So this is an opportunity for a new beginning, to sit down with one of our counselors. And I suggest you go to an organization. There are many marital organizations, and you work on this from week to week. Trust takes a long, long time to build and a short, short time to break.
Yes,
so that's what you need to work on. You willing to do that?
Yes, I am. I'm willing to step up.
So to get some help in
Yes.
doing that? Because I think that's what you need. Are you willing to do that?
Yes.
Okay. Up next.
You will take care of that one there. You will, on my dying life, you will take care of my son.
Okay, calm down.
Gone.
Calm down.
You will take care of my son.
Sex, lies, and revenge.
I'm gonna slap you in your face.
Today on Trisha.
I'm pissed and I am hurt because William is denying my son, Dylan. He denies my son because he says that he's white. We no longer have sex anymore. If I find out he is cheating on me, he can get his stuff and he can get the hell out of my house. I'm tired of my son being treated like crap.
I've never had, nor will I ever have, a relationship with Jessica. I can't stand her. She's the most vile, vicious person I've ever met in my life. When I met Jessica, I needed a place to stay. So I had sex with Jessica. I've never been, nor will I ever be, physically attracted to her. Jessica wants me to take care of a child that's not mine, and I'm not willing to do that.
So why did you have unprotected sex with her then?
Because she was there.
I was there. Well, guess what? When we get back to the gym, your stuff is already sitting on my
I told you I
front
was leaving a
porch.
month ago.
Now you're saying you don't think that little boy is yours.
I
Why
know
not?
that little boy's
Why?
not
Why
mine.
not? All right, let's get the results of the DNA test and find out whose baby this is. Is it number 10?
It may be number 50. Hard telling how many he's got running around out there.
Right.
He's such a whore.
I think... Don't worry, I'll do a community service. We'll get a nice big close-up of him and we'll do a warning to women. Do you want to open this, William?
No, it ain't got nothing to do with me.
Can you I don't know what it says in here, but whatever it is, can you act in a way that that little boy might be proud of Mommy?
I'm here for that.
For that?
For my son.
For your son. Okay, so who's...
William, the DNA test. Detector. He is your son. He is your son. He is your son. Now this is going to child enforcement, the courts and all. You will take care of that one there. You will, on my dying life, you will take care of my son.
Okay, Jessica, get out of his face. Okay, calm down.
Gone.
Calm down.
You will take care of my son.
Can we get the picture of that little boy up on the screen again? I know Mommy's upset.
I know y'all are just as shocked as I am.
Come here.
I know y'all are just as shocked as I am.
Come here. William, come here. So, this is baby number 10. I mean, jokes aside, you cannot keep having children and children and children and not being there for them. You know what I'm saying? Our streets are littered with violence, with incarceration, and you're either part of the solution or you are part of the problem. Right now, you're part of the problem. What can you say to that little boy? You must have some connection with him, and I think you probably do.
I do.
You do?
I do.
What can you say to him? What do you want for his life to be?
I gotta do right by that little boy. He's a beautiful boy.
Yeah.
Like she said, sometimes I'd say he was mine. He's so good looking. That's the only reason I thought he could possibly be mine.
Okay, so he's a little boy of mixed heritage. What are you going to do for him to make sure his life doesn't follow the same path as yours?
I do everything I can for him. I'm truly shocked.
Yeah.
Amazed.
Yeah, well, if you don't use protection, that kind of happens.
Yeah, it can happen.
Yeah, it happens. Good luck.
Thank you very much.
Go see your son. We'll be right back.
I asked Jessica yesterday, we asked you, are you in love with William? Initially, she said, I don't know how to answer that. I said, I need a yes or no answer. At which point she said yes. Okay. The lie detector determined she was being truthful. The next question I asked her, we asked you, did you have sexual intercourse with William's co-worker? She said no. The lie detector determined she was being truthful. I asked her, during your relationship, have you had sexual intercourse with anyone other than William that he does not know about? She answered no. She was being truthful.
That doesn't matter to me. I never asked her to take a lie detector test because I don't care.
Call me a liar again.
Because I don't care either way. That's why I didn't ask her because she's constantly accusing me.
Because you do it.
I can do whatever I want to. I'm 41 years old.
Yeah, you can do it and get the hell out of my house and do it.
I'm grown.
And get the hell out of my house and do it. Get your job and get your place.
I told you a month ago I was leaving the first of next month. I already told you.
You're gonna need a job now.
Sex, lies, and revenge.
I'm gonna slap you in your face.
Today on Trisha.
Okay, thanks for watching. Now, is there a family mystery that can only be solved with a DNA test? Because if so, we would like to help you. So call us at 855-4-TRISHA and someone from our staff will get back to you as soon as possible. Thank you for watching, and thank you to our studio audience too. You've been great. Thank you.